welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Guys, so we got some action. We got some Hot Toys action. We got some Jazzing action. And we got some, I think that's it. But we got a lot of Hot Toys. We got 3 announcements. We got 2 of the Kamen Riders again. We got a Battle Hopper, right? We got the old school looking one. We had the more updated one, the newer one a few months ago. Actually, I think it was last year already. Is it exciting? Not for me. I'll tell you that. Not for me. But I know this is very popular, or else Hot Toys would not be getting into this. I just don't know anything about it. I still own a couple of these things. And actually, last night before this was even announced, I ordered my Shadow Moon. For those who know about the stuff that I get, I just got my Battle Damage. I got the Sun. What's it called? Black Sun. I got the Black Sun Battle Damage, the exclusive. And then I have 2 of those. Shout out to Jose. Jose got me the second one. And then I just ordered my Shadow Moon, which is the silver one with the green eyes. So I have now 2 black ones, Battle Damage, 1 silver, and I need the regular one, right? The regular Black Sun, not the Battle Damage. The Battle Damage was the exclusive one with the fire features, right? With the fire fist and the fire foot. So I'm very excited for that. Again, I know nothing about these things, but the figures are actually really, really nice. So let's get right into it, guys. Let's see who's in the house tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button. There's 17 of you guys in here already. Thank you guys for being here as well. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Good evening, collectors. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. We got just to start time change. To see the start time change. Ash, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
What up, Ash? Plastic crackheads released the Wolverine. Wolverine, are we right? Big yellow. This big yellow. This guy. Unbelievable, Ash. You know, oh my God, already this guy. Unbelievable. Says, where's Wolverine? Released the Wolverine Big Yellow. Unbelievable. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it as always. And this is for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Ash, I got a question for you. Let's say that Hot Toys releases Wolverine tonight. What is your next chase? No pun intended. Okay. Let me know, my friend. Ron, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Do you even collect not Kamen Riders? Nope. He said nope. Unbelievable. No respect for the Kamen Riders. Bow! Bow!
How you doing?
It's 8:30. I'll believe it when I'll believe it when I see it. Oh man, I was running a little behind. Oh yeah, of little faith. Lou!
Hello!
Says, what up, my new Corn Sweat Superman fans. Let Inart create the Justice Ganga. This guy, unbelievable. Unreal Luch. Nobody's making that. So, guys, real quickly to Lucha's point. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. So I watched Superman. I can tell you it was a fun movie. I told all the guys, I told everybody, because it was a fun movie. I don't know why people are losing their minds over the movie. It was just a fun movie, right? I don't know why you have to be so, this is not my Superman. This is not, you know what I mean? I didn't think the movie was incredibly amazing. Absolutely not. It wasn't terrible either. But it is a completely different style than what we've been used to with Henry Cavill. So that's why now seeing it, I understand why people are losing their minds. Oh, this sucks. It is nothing like it. 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 And that's why I get it now. Now, regarding what he said, the Justice Gang. And Mike said this too on Saturday. He says that he thinks that Gardner's getting made. I can tell you just from the fact that from Black Adam, and I said this before, they didn't bother with Hawkman. They didn't bother with Cyclone. They didn't bother with Adam. And Adam is Ant-Man. The problem with these figures are the head sculpt of these characters, the head sculpt of these actors. They could have given us an Adam with no head sculpt. That's ridiculous. They could have given us a Dr. Fate with no head sculpt. That's ridiculous. Nobody wants that. I mean, I would have taken it, but as a figure, everybody wants that head sculpt, especially if Pierce Brosnan like that. So that's the issue. And because they didn't do it for Black Adam, having, very similar characters, not only to this movie, but to characters that Hot Toys already made in the past. For example, Ant-Man. Adam, all he needs is a suit and a helmet or a mask or whatever you want to give him. That's it. That's your entire figure. Straight Ant-Man. You're going to tell me Hot Toys can't do that? Of course they can. The problem is those head sculpts. That guy Gardner head sculpt, I can tell you, we're not getting that head sculpt because who the hell is that actor? Now, which I think it's happening, right? It was mentioned that he's going to appear in the Green Lantern Corps movie. The problem is he's not the main character in that movie. Right? He was a main character. He was a side character in Superman. Side character. And he's also going to be a side character in the Green Lantern Corps movie. So that's the problem. Right? So is Hot Toys going to come out with a figure of this guy? They could. And another thing that Mike said was the meaning of the character, right? The Guy Gardner's character. So I get it. But just because something's meaningful in the comic world doesn't mean that it's going to translate into the movie, because clearly it is not always the same thing. They take their material from the comics, but they spin it into, their little twist of whatever they want to do. So that's where I'm at with the figures, of Superman. I could tell you this. The robots, the Superman robots, that is a very easy moneymaker. If you pay attention, they haven't even done, what's his name? Wu Yang? From Ahsoka? Wu Yang. The robot from there, which everybody thought, oh, this is a no-brainer. So they're not even really making robots like that, right? That would be those robots. Those 4 robots would be super simple robots to make, just like the not the B2s, the clone, from Attack of the Clones. Those the droids, the battle droids, not the B2, not the metallic ones, the other ones, the ones that roll up into a ball. That type of body, painted metallic, very, very simple. Very simple. But it doesn't look like they're going to make it. So like I was saying, I think the only thing, because even, I mean, I don't want to spoil it for people. So I don't know if I should stop here, but something happens in the movie that, you know, is leading to other stuff in the future. So even that character that appears in the movie will have their entire, you know, own project. And I still don't even think they're making that character from Superman. So that's what I'm saying. I would be shocked. I would be 1,000,000,000% shocked if we get anything else from Superman, to be honest. I don't think we're getting anything else. Nothing else really makes sense. Again, I understand if you want to go for, again, like Mike said, you know, the meaning of Guy Gardner in the comics, then he's coming, you know. But we don't go by that. Hot Toys doesn't go by, well, in the comic, you know, the guy was in the movie, but in the comic, he means a lot, so we got to make him. It doesn't work like that. And it comes down to me, I believe that it comes down to likeness more than anything else. Because they're not just going to make random characters, which, again, they have in the past. Look at Supergirl, right? Sasha Calle. What other role has she done? They never reused the head sculpt for anything, at least as of now. So it's not unthinkable for Hot Toys to do these characters out of left field. You know, it's just, to me, doesn't make any sense. The reason why Supergirl makes sense in the Flash movie is because she's part of the whole story. She's part of the whole plot, right? Remember, she's one of the whole, you know, one of the big things is you got to go find Superman. But in that reality, there was no Superman, it was Supergirl. So she was a big deal, right? So we could go by what Mike says regarding the Guy Gardner, you know, being a big deal, right? But in the comic, not in the movie. In the movie, he's just a side character, like Hawkgirl was, like what was the other guy? Mr. Terrific, right? So again, I don't think so. I don't think so, only for the likeness, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. There's 21 of you guys here. Thank you guys for being here as well. We got Gerardo in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Hello, collectors. Nagami and Infinity War Thor today with a custom bigger axe. Still my favorite look for Thor to date. Infinity War, yeah, with the eye patch. You have him eye patched up. Let's see who else. Uncartered in the house. Welcome. I'm doing Peasant Fabulous. This guy. Unbelievable. Never say nothing nice. Always mean. Always mean. Michael with the 7-month membership. Look at this guy. Unreal. Says, how about them apples? Fix your guys. Number one. Thank you for this, Michael. Number one. Toys for Kiddos is not offering or will not be offering any more pre-orders besides the couple that they had for these special announcements that just happened last week, right? So Gregor and the 2 and whatever else, you know, they had, I want to say the 2.0 Mark III 2.0 Stealth. Those two were pre-order on Toys for Kiddos. It's just for those two. There will be no more pre-orders in the future. Number two, my computer, guys. I got my brand new computer last week on Wednesday, I believe. Computer was perfect, super excited. Plug it in to the monitor. No signal. I said, what's going on with this? So I'm YouTubing everything, Googling everything to see what can, because again, I can't even see the screen. I can't even see the desktop. I can't see the boot screen. I can't see anything because there's no signal. So I ended up checking my monitor, and I noticed that it had not only an HDMI port, but it had a DP port, a display port, right? So, and then a VG, whatever, VGA or VG, yeah, I think it's a VGA. And then, so I go to Best Buy, buy myself a DP wire. Again, assuming that for whatever reason the HDMI doesn't work with this, with its tower or whatever. I just to justify getting the new cable. Get the new cable, useless, still no signal, nothing worked. I called Lenovo because it was a Lenovo Legion. And I called Lenovo and they're like, when did you get the computer? I said, yesterday. They said, did you try this? I said, I tried this. The rep said, well, you got the computer yesterday. You shouldn't be having these problems. You should just return it. And that was the end of that. So my computer was in my hand, ready to go. It didn't even work. So I returned it. I'm waiting for them to get it so I can get my refund. My second one is ready to go. Once I get that refund, because it was $4,000, this computer. So I'm waiting for that refund so I can put it back into another computer that I already have ready to go. So hopefully that'll ship right away, and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, somebody jinxed my computer. Let's see. We got Carlo in the house. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see ya.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Visiting chat goes it. Did the Cockroach Riders hit the streets yet? I don't know. I didn't even check yet. We will though. We will check. Yeah. See, I honestly, guys, I wasn't even gonna come on tonight. I'm not even kidding. I wasn't gonna come on tonight because these things are, obviously not something that. No, they're not up yet, Carlo. Not something that anybody's really going crazy for. It's not something that that a lot of people collect to begin with. The first thing that everybody said once these things were announced was my wallet is safe. So, that's the thing. So I like the ones I have, but these old school ones, I don't know. No J&D action, but J&D action. This guy. Michael Hoodaway, my friend. Welcome.
How you doing?
Welcome. Those Kamen Rider figures are super under. I could tell you the only ones I know, the ones I have, right? Those two Black Sun battle damage ones. The suits are great. Very basic rubberized suits, but they're really, really detailed. They're really, really nice. Posability, because of that rubberized suits, not great, but they're very, very decent, but they look really, really, really good in hand. That's why I said, you know what, I need my Shadow Moon, and if I could get my regular Black Sun, I will. If not, it's not a big deal. The cooler one out of the two Black Suns is the battle damage, which is why I was cool with getting two, because the battle damage is the only one out of the two that comes with the spare face with the open mouth. So that's why I wanted two of the battle damage. 9 likes. Oh, God. It's going to be one of those streams, guys. It's going to be one of those streams. I could sense it already. So we're going to wait here and let them catch up with the likes because it looks like they're crippled tonight. Or I'm going to start spraying some Raid because the roaches are real. Real. Derek, my friend, welcome. How are you?
Hello!
Welcome. Guys, hit that like when there's 18 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. I wish Hot Toys would do a Kamen Rider V3 70s greatnest comeback. I don't even know what you're saying. So I hope they make it for you. Galilei. The Galilei. This guy, unbelievable. Kidpool, Gambit. Kidpool and Gambit. Look at that. What about Electra? No Electra for you? 13 likes. Thank you, guys. Fine. My God. We need 6 more, guys. 6 more likes. Leah, my friend, welcome. Welcome. Hello. Welcome. I think that I guess without throwing a band the Joker 2 ways. Oh my God, this guy. Thank you for the comment, Bill. Oh man. Same. I thought it was okay. I lost my mind. Deadpool, Wolverine, Superman. Did he do that for me? No, I'm telling you. No, it's a completely different movie. Deadpool, Wolverine was a trillion times better than Superman, of course. Imagine getting a Guy Gardner with a giant green middle finger. I'm telling you, it's not coming. That's another thing, right? That's another problem. Look at what they did with Johnny Storm, right? Johnny Storm. Very basic figure, right? Just with the flame attachments and then the base to make it fancy. That's what we got as a side character, right? That's not your 100% fully flamed on Johnny Storm. So that's what I'm saying with the side character. And the only reason why they made him is because they already have permission for Chris Evans. So it is a little bit harder for them to get new likenesses. Again, it looks like. Because they could have done more for, what was the movie they could have done more for? What was the movie that just came out that bombed? Or somebody could tell me in the chat. I'm trying to think right now that those are I don't know if it was Marvel or DC. What the hell was it? Oh, Peacemaker. Not Peacemaker. The Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad. How many figures did we get from the Suicide Squad? Not Peacemaker, because Peacemaker was from Peacemaker. So Suicide Squad, we got who? Now we just got Harley, which is Artisan. King Shark. We got 2 figures. 2 figures from Suicide Squad. What do you mean? So that's the problem. So why wouldn't they do Bloodsport? Same reason they never did Heimdall. There's got to be a problem with the likeness of Idris Elba. For whatever reason that is. Soso Toys did it. Premier Toys did it. So, it's just they don't really get into it. And I can't even tell you what makes them pick certain side characters. Like, for example, again, I understand why they would do a Supergirl. I understand what they would do with Michael Keaton's Batman while having Ben Affleck's Batman in there too. So why do they make those? Because those are big deal characters and they had permission to make them already. Ben Affleck, they made plenty before. Michael Keaton, you have 89, which again wasn't a full head sculpt, but Batman Returns, you got the full Michael Keaton head sculpt, not once but twice now. Remember, you got it for the first DX set, and now you got it for the second set. So that's what I'm saying. That pattern I haven't been able to figure out. Like what side characters or what dictates what side characters they decide to make. That I haven't figured out yet. And I look for it every time. Every time there's a movie where they make certain characters not everything or just barely any. Obviously, the movie also dictates how deep they're going to go into it, but not necessarily, sometimes depending on some characters. So that's where I'm at trying to figure out, because that's a very important thing to know. what side characters are coming. Absolutely. No spoilers, Faz. Also, Inart is already making that character before Hot Toys does. Which character? Which character? Too bad socials is they won't even get them from there. Yeah, Social Toys has been MIA, but no, I mean, at least they're working. At least they're working, so that's good. You know, the good thing about that is that they're not sitting there taking your pre-order money for project after project after project to fund other projects. So I am very happy with that. If it looks like they're dead, guess what? Let them be dead. Because we don't order from them directly anyway. So any money, like let's say they just decide to disappear tomorrow. I know I'm getting my money back from Giant Toy. You know, so that's what I'm saying. So I'm assuming that they're busy working, and I'm glad that they're not sitting here making, you know, pre-order after pre-order after pre-order to keep taking money after money after money. And then, you know, then down the line, it's like, oh, well, this project's canceled. Well, this project's canceled. So very happy about that. Let them work. Hopefully not. Hopefully Hot Toys makes Drunk Supergirl. The fact that, again, like I said, now that you spoiled it, her appearance leads to her own movie. Lobo being the villain in her movie. The reason why they're not making her is because look at, number one, how she appeared, right? It was supposed to be some type of joke. And number two, what are we going to get? A drunk Supergirl? So that's what I'm saying. So that figure doesn't make sense. For her movie, you better believe it. And we're most likely to get it. Actually, not most likely. We are 100% getting a Hot Toys Lobo. You heard it here first. 100%. How am I so sure about this? How many, what's his name? How many Jason Momoa figures have we gotten already from Hot Toys?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
We got Aquaman from Justice League, Aquaman from Aquaman. So the likeness is there, the permission's there. So that's what I can tell you. 100% we are getting a Lobo from Supergirl when she comes out. Obviously Supergirl, but Lobo is coming as a villain. Like I said, you heard it here first because it is a no-brainer. As with the super chats, how do you think Satchel will will show some new Deadpool figs on Satchel Khan? Help me release the Wolverine. This guy Wolverine tonight. So here's the thing. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think anything. If anything, we're gonna see Age of Apocalypse displayed, because remember he's supposed to come out next year. Maybe we will see Superman's gonna be there. We will see Joel Miller will be there most likely. So I think the figures that they just showed, I think we're going to see them again. We're going to see all of the Commando figures from the Bad Batch. They're all going to be there, guaranteed. So, you know, when it comes to the Wolverine, like I said, if anything, it'll be Age of Apocalypse. But besides that, I don't know if they're going to show you any. And if they do Age of Apocalypse, they're going to do TVA as well. They should, at least, because remember that TVA is not coming out yet. So that's what I'm saying. So hopefully we'll see something. And I could tell you this: whatever we see in hand, whatever we see them have in hand, will tell us how good it's going to look as the final product, because they already have it in here. And I can tell you it's not going to be, it'll be considered a prototype, but obviously it's not the first one that they made. So that's why, you'll be able to gauge what it's going to look like, which we kind of do every time they do this new thing anyway, So thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Ren, look at you. How are you?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Welcome. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Guys, there's 22 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Fabs tried to stick the wrong cord in. If you for it, it's not compatible with Diddy cable. This guy. Actually, let me show you guys, because everything was down here. So I was trying everything. So I said, all right, maybe the HDMI just suddenly stopped working because of this new computer. So I said, all right, let's change it. So here's a new one, right? Vizio brand, again, just spare that I had, useless. This is for those who don't know, the DP port. So I bought this. I went to Best Buy to get this. So it's like a square HDMI type connection, which I had never heard of until I bought it, and also useless. So that was my experience with my new computer. Annoying. Let's see. Fast. We were saying where's Wolverine? This guy. Like I said, if we're gonna see anything, it's gonna be those two, because the yellow's around the corner. So, or maybe they could do the yellow too. If I could tell you this, I'm gonna tell you this: if they show us the yellow's gonna come out later on. Okay, I have to say this: your stream is the best, even if it means we talk about the Kamen Rider This guy. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. 17. Thank you, guys. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you, guys. Thank you. See, this is all I need. I just need my crew of people that enjoy supporting, enjoy my streams, enjoy hitting the like button, because they know it helps the channel. That's all I need in my life. I don't need 3,000 losers here not hitting the like button, not being supportive. I am okay. My people support me. This is all the support I need. I am good. Okay? But if you don't want to hit the like button, this stream is not for you. That's all I say. There's nothing wrong with that. First talking about Kamen Rider's limited posing. Meanwhile, all A posing in his pantry. This guy, he said all A poses. Oh my God, unbelievable. Guys, you see his disrespect? Unreal. Ren, shut up. Don't you dare laugh at this. Unreal. Oh my God, no respect, guys. You're welcome, Bill. Oh my God, that was hysterical. You deserve this, Carlo. Where is it? Hey, I lost it. That was so funny. Oh my God, that was hysterical. Thunderbird, Big Dog, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
Nice to see you. Welcome. Mr. Terrific may get his own show. Guy Gardner will be in the Lantern show, so there will be other opportunities. That's what I'm saying. But again, even Guy Gardner being in the Lantern, she's not even the main character, right? So that's what I'm saying. Are they going to keep making? Are they going? And the fact that he's going to appear in other projects doesn't really mean anything. Look at Wong. Wong is the most depressing situation in the world. The most depressing situation in the world is Wong. He's been in about 17 movies and nowhere in sight. So another reason why it does not mean that just because he appears in different movies that he automatically is going to get made. You know, so again, it comes down to the likeness for whatever reason, the permission to make that head sculpt, because the moment they have it one time, they could use it forever and ever and ever. Look at another example. Look at Pedro Pascal. Hot Toys had made how many Mandalorians before the Pedro Pascal head sculpt version? 3. No. 2. No. 3. No. 2. It was TMS 007, which was the original one with the speared stormtrooper helmets. Then it was the regular Beskar. Then it was the chrome. See, I'm getting confused because it was the chrome and then the blurg with Mando, or was it chrome and then, you know what I mean? I don't know which one came first. That's why I was like between 2 or 3. So anyway, either way, the moment they made that first Pedro Pascal Mandalorian, what do we get after? Joel Miller. What are we getting next? Reed Richards. So the moment Hot Toys has it once, it's over. That's what I'm telling you. We are getting a Lobo. Now, if we don't get a Lobo, it's not because of permission. It's not because of anything else but the fact that, number one, either the movie tanked, so they're not even going to bother making the villain, or they don't want to bother, the way he looks or whatever else. But it will not be because of permission. It will not be because they don't have, they can't use the likeness. It has nothing to do with that because, again, they already did it. Not once, but twice. Where is Ballerina, a.k.a. Eve Macaro? She's coming soon. Like I said, she's a 100% coming. Like I said, the ones I'm up in the air with are John Wick and Pine. Pine now with the Daryl head sculpt that they made from that video game. That's the giveaway to me that Pine character should be made. He looks exactly the same as he does in every single role with the long hair, right? So there's nothing to change with that figure that they announced from the video game. So that is a no-brainer. So the problem is, how deep are they going to go with Ballerina? That's my only question. That's my only thing. Can they do just the one figure? Again, but if they do one, they have John Wick already. So at least those two. Right? But if you got already those two, you already got the video game head sculpt for the third character. So why wouldn't you use that? So that's what I'm saying. Even if they don't want to do it, it's right there in their hands. So all they got to do is, all right, let's get a body. Let's get a set of clothes, because Pine is just standard clothes. The video game figure is way more intricate than the Pine figure would be. It'll be mostly weapons. That's it for Pine. So it's an easy figure to make. And because, again, they already have the head sculpts made. It's not like they need to do anything. Maybe slightly change the hair. That's all that they're going to do for Reed Richards as well, right? It's going to look just like Joel but they're going to do obviously the mustache because remember, he had old facial hair. They're going to do the mustache. They're going to do the gray, and the hair is going to be completely different because Joel does not have the same hair as Reed Richards. So you're going to tell me they can't do that for Pine, for Daryl? Of course they can. And that's most likely what they have to do. And they're going to do for that figure, for that Pine figure. Again, now, how liked was that Pine character? That's another conversation. That's another conversation. Has anyone checked on Jazz Inc? Is Nefty working on their U.S. distribution and manufacturing with his 3D his 3D printer? Unbelievable. Nefty has been MIA. Nobody knows where Nefty is. Nefty says, "Hey, message me so we can stream." And then when I message him, he's like, phone is off. A thing that made no sense. A thing that made no sense. Drunk Supergirl could be fun. This guy could be fun. There are so many things in Superman. I was rolling my eyes. I'm not kidding. I mean, it was, like I said, it was a fun movie. It was not the greatest. It was not the worst. It was a fun movie. We need a 1/6 scale Kaiju. Kaiju. If that's really nothing from Deadpool, you're backing my heat. Really nothing from Deadpool, you're backing my heat. Ash, you're gonna get your Deadpools. Don't you worry. And your Wolverines. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We need a 1/6 potato head Ellie. See, that's another thing. I don't think they're making that figure. I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, her looks. Right? And again, I want to say it again. I am not putting her down. That's just what she looks like. It is what it is. Right? The thing is that nobody likes what she looks like. That's the problem. So she became a meme on the internet over the show. Right? One of the lines that she said from the show was something like, "I'm going to be a dad," when she's clearly a female. So that became, that like ruined the entire show. And so on top of that, right, her look is not appealing, even as a toy. I can tell you that. So that's most likely why they're not going to make her. If they make her, I will be very shocked. If they make her, people have to buy her. If they're buying Joel, right, you're gonna. I don't care how much you dislike her, how much you hate her in the show. If you like the show, you're gonna have to get them both because that's all the characters. Or at least those are the main characters. Obviously, I know there's more into the game and more into the show, whatever. But, those are like what everybody... If you hear The Last of Us, you think of Joel and Ellie right away. So that's what I'm saying. So people who like the show, who like the game, are most likely stuck buying that Ellie if they make her with that face. Because, again, why would you just get one? So that's what's going to happen, my friend. Sideshow Collectibles already has a James Bond tuxedo figure in hand. Yeah, so there you go. But that's a figure, that's an easy figure to make. So that's no problem. There's nothing, it's a suit. And like I said, when they make these figures, when they make these prototypes, they don't just make one and they're like, all right, let's just do one and see what happens. No, they have to make a few outfits. They have to make at least a couple, 2 to 3 wide to see what's to do little minor changes, little minor tweaks, and see what works better, see what looks better. So it's never just one. Then it's never just, let's make one suit, and then the one that they make, it's like, oh, this is the best, perfect thing we ever made. Like, and it can't work that way. So there's got to be different trials, different versions, different looks to it, right? Different fittings of it, right? To see what fits better, what suit looks better on it, right? What looks better tailored on the suit. That's why they put fat suits on their figures. And I'm going to show you guys something regarding Inart. I'm going to show you guys a comparison of the Inart Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and I'm going to show you a comparison of the Hot Toys Joker next to each other. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. And again, For those who say, and I'm not saying that Hot Toys doesn't take shortcuts, but if you're going to say Hot Toys take shortcuts, then look at Inart and look at everybody else. But Inart, if Hot Toys take shortcuts, then Inart is not even a company. Okay, because at least Hot Toys will use a fat suit on their figures to give it that bulk, to give it to fill it in, right? Whatever the outfit is, to fill it in. Inart will use their standard generic body and put the outfit right on it. And again, I want to give you an example of that. Calling it now. Calling what now? Calling what now? Okay, I don't know. Ivan it. Welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
What was your first Hot Toy figure? Ooh, my first Hot Toy figure. I never remember which one because I feel like I got them like very close to each other. But if it was either the first MMS Joker, Heath Ledger Joker, or an Iron Man. Either Iron Man, I want to say Iron Man 3 or an Iron Man 4. Either 3 or 4. I want to say maybe 3. Then they had the 3 battle damage. So it was either the 3 or the 3 battle damage. One of those. But I had, other figures that weren't Hot Toys before. Like I had a bunch of Sideshow stuff that were, Hot Toys, but not really. Sideshow Hot Toys collaborations. Bunch of Star Wars and stuff, but those were my first Hot Toys. If Hot Toys releases any other Wolverine variants from this Wolverine, they're going to be Artisan. You heard it here first. Not necessarily. Why do you say that, Michael? Tell me in the chat. Why do you say that? Because I want to know what your reasoning to say that. What do you think the Hot Toys version of Star Wars Rebels, Stormtrooper, and Darth Vader? They're funky to me, right? Again, I am not a Star Wars anything, so don't take my, what I think of Star Wars stuff seriously, but they're kind of funky looking, right? The Stormtroopers don't look standard, which again, they're perfect to the show. The Darth Vader, I like it. I like the Darth Vader. I like the funky look of it. The helmet heart looks weird. He looks completely different. But those Stormtroopers, nah. I don't like the look of it. I don't like them at all. Valkyrie, my friend, welcome.
Hello.
Hulk Girl was in Alien Romulus. I heard she was a big deal name. I had no idea. Oh, look at this guy. His ears were burning.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Must have said, I heard my name somewhere. Let me see what's happening tonight. And then he logged on and said, "Oh, stream. Oh, look, there's a stream. I used to show up at those sometimes." Oh my god. Let's see. Just wait till Fed realizes Nefty is in the oh man. Gustav, welcome. Gustav.
I'm doing.
Gustav, nice to see you. James Bond Casino Royale Deluxe version comes with a chair and a long rope. Unbelievable. No respect for the franchise. No respect. Fascinating, you're breaking my heart. You're supposed to say yes, Wolverine tonight. Tonight? That's not even realistic, Josh. Unreal. Fabs, Remedy once said, "It's not bragging if you can back it up." And brother, you back it up every time with every stream, everything. Thank you, my friend. Well, because my thing is this. I can't tell you something just from air. I can't just be like, whoop, and then be like, where does that come from? So I have to always give you an example to back up why I'm even telling you this. Right? Because to me, if you tell me blah, 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 and then you say, well, why? Why are you saying that? Because of this and this and this. Then now you're thinking, did that really happen? Well, it did happen. Maybe that could happen. So that's why I always tell you guys, this happening, or this could happen, or this will happen because of this and this and this and this. Every single time. You want thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Maybe you should hang out with us sometime. Unbelievable. All right, guys. So let's get started. We got Plastic Crack Collectibles. Welcome. First time here. New name in there.
Hello!
Tickle rope for that itch you can't reach. All right, guys. So let's get started. We are starting off with the Battle Hopper, the new one, right? Remember, we had a nicer one before, right? The cooler looking one. This is the older looking one, right? From, I want to say, the 70s or the 80s, I want to say, wherever the show was going on. I want to say the 80s, maybe. So remember, this is a Japanese show. It was a superhero show. It was a motorcycle superhero show, right? Grasshopper style. As you can see, this is a straight grasshopper. Look at the legs on it. The detail on the bike is amazing. The antenna, right? The grasshopper antenna. So it's called Battle Hopper, guys, because it's a grasshopper bike. I had no idea. Now that I'm seeing the grasshopper on here, it's like, oh, that makes sense. So as you can see, even here, grasshopper legs. But the bike overall, guys, as you can see, even the color, really, really nice. Do I like this? The shape of this? Do I like the fact that I see a grasshopper here? Not really. But that's what the show is. That's what the bike is. That's what it is. It is what it is. You either like it or you don't. As you can see, here's the Black Sun. Again, two different Black Suns. This is the old school looking one. Beautiful on the bike. They look great on the bike. Everything looks great on a bike. I put it out there. But again, it's just this is not This doesn't do it for me. Very, very cheap looking, very basic. The Social Toys ones are even worse, right? They look so cheap, these suits. But as you can see on the bike, anything looks badass on a bike. Anything looks beautiful on a bike. But I can't. These figures are too basic. The ones I have are way nicer. The suits are way nicer, way more detailed. As you can see, look at this. This is very, I don't know, very blah. Very Beetleborgs to me, a little bit. Big bad Beetleborgs. Authentic mechanical features with highly detailed design. So they got really into the bike, which they always do. The bikes are always great, right? You got the 22 Bat Cycle. You got the Flash Batman and Bat Cycle. What else? What other Bat Cycles? You got the Bat Pod. What other Bat Cycle? You got the Bark Speeders, right? The Bark Speeder and the Bark Speeder with sidecar. Not a motorcycle, but that's that style of vehicle. I'm trying to think what other bikes. I don't have the original Battle Hopper that they made for these figures, so I'll get it eventually. So I can't tell you about that. But every bike that they've made has been very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very detailed. So you can't really go wrong with these. You got the light up function, LED powered by USB. You can't go wrong with this stuff at all. Here's a USB wire, right? You got the stand for the bike, so it can stand up. It doesn't fall over. I like this, guys, over those clear pieces that they gave you, for example, for the 22 Bat Cycle, for the Flash Batman and Bat Cycle, right? They give you that clear piece. I don't like that stuff, that clear stand. I rather the leg stand to just leave it like that, looking professional, looking more realistic than having this, clear plastic, riser looking thing under your bike. I rather this all day long. Looks very clean, looks very classy, looks very professional, and you don't need that clear thing on it because I think that's, bulky and weird. And I don't think it's necessary. It's good because it saves space, right? You can have it literally under the bike and not have to worry about anything on the sides. So that's why it works. And that's why they're good. But I don't like them. I don't use them. For example, my Batman and Bat Cycle from the Flash right now, he should have that. I'm not using it at all just because I don't like it. So that's my view on this bike. But again, they look great. They're very, very nice looking vehicles. Always, 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 always. They're never just like, oh, this one's good, but not this one. They're always very good. Always, always very good. How much Fabi pay? Guys, do you see this comment on screen right now? Do you guys know why this supporter is saying this right now? Because he doesn't know how to compliment his friends. Okay? He doesn't know how to say, hey, man, great job. Hey, have a good show, Fabi. Never. Not one time. Do you think if he was a good friend, do you think he would have invited us to his wedding, Bob and I? He didn't even say jokingly. You think he said, like, hey, guys, like, come to my wedding, you know, obviously as a joke. Not even once. So this is why when somebody compliments me, which is something he never does, that's why he feels, wait a minute, why? He must be on the payroll because I don't do stuff like that for my friends. I don't even invite them to my wedding. So how can I compliment them? How can I compliment them? So don't listen to this guy, guys. This guy is actually, he was the number one creator
Have you heard
of
of a psyop?
you know? I'm always stoked to see more. Yes, they're always very nice. They're always very, very nice. You cannot get tired of looking at them because they're always very, very, very cool. Kamen Rider Black Sun was a new iteration of Kamen Rider Black and Kamen Rider RX. If I'm right. See, I know nothing. I know nothing. So if you're this is real good information, I am learning right now because I know absolutely nothing about any of these shows at all. At all, like nothing. Black RX. How twisted the Patterson Bat Cycle? I don't remember if it was canceled. No, it wasn't canceled. The 22 Bat Cycle is out because I have it. No, they haven't canceled the bike. The only thing they canceled was the bat missile. They haven't canceled the bike. Fascinating Terminator. Yes. Oh my God. We need the Fat Boy, and we need the police motorcycle so badly. So badly. At least the Fat Boy. Somebody's got to make the Fat Boy in 1/6. It's crazy that nobody has. Battle Hopper's using Kamen Rider Black since his sacrifices. Oh, see, as I'm saying, the show's got to be good because it's very popular. Just because I don't know anything about it doesn't mean it's not a popular show. And I can tell you, the fact that they're getting into this, the fact that So Toys is also getting into this, and they already have like 4 figures. I think either pending or they're working on them or they're on pre-order, but that's something. Okay, that means something. If two companies, two big deal companies, one third party, one license, but they're both making the same style of character, the same line of character, that means something. So
Hello!
welcome, my friend. Welcome. Guys, hit the like button. There's 30 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hit the like button.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Chooch, I feel like I haven't seen you. Where have you been? I saw you last time, but I feel like before that, you've been MIA. You've been skipping school, huh? Skipping school. Fuck this big bad Beetleborgs. Tijuana Mike in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. I compliment and support by being on Tuesday streams when Rudy left you. That is true. Actually, and for that, Ooch, I appreciate you being there for me as a true friend. And this is for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh my God. This guy. Ghost Stab says this hot toy is from Kamen Rider Black. For those who watch us upon Master Rider, that show was based on the scenes from a sequel, Kamen Rider Black or Red, see where is green. So yeah, that's one thing I don't understand. It looks like they got a bunch of different color suits, and I thought it was supposed to be just two guys, right? Shadow Moon and Black Sun. But So Toys has like a few of them, different colors. At least Hot Toys has made just two, Black Sun and Shadow Moon. But So Toys has a bunch of different colors, so I don't know if they're the same thing. I don't know what's going on. I've been busy. Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, I noticed because I'm like, wait a minute. He was showing up a little bit more frequently before, and now he's like MIA. So I figured something was going on. Nice to see you, my friend. Highly recommend Kamen Rider Black Swan on Amazon Prime. That show is. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. Wait, is it a cartoon or is it like an actual, like, real people show? Because if that's the case, I at least want to watch like an intro to it on YouTube or something to see maybe they tell you what the origin of this stuff is, like like the intro of like the old school shows. So beautiful bike, guys. Like I said, can't go wrong with these bikes. They make any figure and every figure look beautiful and that much more fancy. Here's Shadow Moon. Like I said, I just got this guy, but from the other version. Not the old school version, but the nicer looking version, right? The cooler looking version. These are too robotic for me. Again, nice looking, but again, very, very Beetleborg for me. I don't know how I feel about these suits, right? Again, very, very nice looking, right? They look very fancy, robotic things, right? But panels, right? Black undersuit, the boots, right? So it's all panel. It's your clone trooper type of figure, right? Your stormtrooper type of figure, right? A paneled figure with an undersuit, which is, we get this over and over and over. Here is the blade that he's got. Again, here's some posing. So it looks like the posing is good, but the articulation, as you can see, very, very mild knee bends, right? This one's big, but that's about it. Let's see. They're not showing you much articulation again, because I'm assuming it's not meant to do much, but I thought these guys were supposed to be ninjas, so they should do more than just a slight knee bend, So, see, I'm saying if they're supposed to be fighting, you should have some ninja poses, like a Spider-Man, style body to pose, to get these poses. So here's Black Sun and Shadow Moon. Look at this. So see, I don't know. Doesn't do it for me. They don't do it for me. Even though, looking at the helmets right next to each other right now, this one's more badass. This is more like a bug, but this is more like robotic, cool stuff right here. So if I had to pick, I would pick the green and metallic over the black one. And I like, black everything, no Diddy, more than metallic stuff. But then metallic stuff looks cool too, depending on how they painted the metal. So I'm saying, again, am I ever buying these? Never in a million years. Just because, again, they're not even like, oh, like, this is cool. Like, you guys know, I will buy anything Hot Toys. This is not even like, and again, maybe if I watch the show and I'm like, wow, like, this is really cool stuff, then maybe I'll get into it. But as of right now, and even so, even if I like the show, there is nothing about this that's like, I need this in my collection. Like, this is really cool. They're really, really nice looking. They're really, really appealing. Like, nothing about it makes me say, I need this in my collection right now. But again, look at the light up function. Very cool. You light up belt buckle. I believe the other ones do too. They light up because they're USB as well. So here's magnetic activated LED function. So a new style of light up function, magnetic. So that means either we have a little magnet and we slide it over the piece to light it up. I'm assuming that's what it is. Which is cool. Remember that when So Toys did that with Gentle Moon, Remember, everybody was going crazy with lighting the eyes from the front. I was blown away with that. Even Hot Toys hadn't done it, and you got Social Toys doing stuff like that again for a basic Moon Knight. Epic, 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 epic. So if that's what this is, that is great that Hot Toys is doing that, because guess what? If they can get into doing that stuff, right? The whole magnetic light up thing, I think that that's better than the USB stuff. Now, here's the thing. The USB stuff, obviously, is cool. You don't have to worry about the battery dying. You don't have to worry about any of that. You can leave it in plugged in 24/7 if that's what you like to do. That's why the USB stuff is great, right? Better than the batteries, right? For the longest time, one issue that a lot of you guys don't even know was a thing, like the standard of Hot Toys, was that the batteries that they would give us for the plastic Iron Man figures, for the Dark Knight Batman, remember when he had the sonar eyes, we were getting batteries for those figures too. Hot Toys would give us the most garbage batteries ever. So what would happen was you would insert them into whatever figure, or Iron Man, Batman, whatever it was, and if you would leave them there inside the figure, they would corrode, they would explode, they would leak, and they would literally, not exaggerating, and I can show you one right now because I own it, the entire mechanism of the battery, the spring and everything, completely gone. It would be completely rusted again from the battery leaking inside, from batteries getting ruined inside. That's how bad it was. So now, of course, for those who were around, oh man, I wish, and then not only that, putting batteries in is a pain. For any given Iron Man, putting 30 batteries into it is a nightmare. It is very tedious. It is very annoying. So that's why, for stuff like that, the USB 100%. But if the figure doesn't require all this, extensive lighting everywhere, why not give us one battery slot, one battery. You want to do two batteries to make it last longer. And then just give us the magnet. Same thing, for example, in Iron Man figures. Give us a battery port. If we want to do USB, cool. If we want to do battery, cool. And then we get the magnetic tool to turn it on and off. I think that would be more ideal. I could tell you the USB stuff with the wiring, that's a pain. It is very annoying. If you want to take pictures of your stuff lit up, you got wires everywhere. Annoying. Doesn't look good for the pictures. Doesn't look good for the videos. So very, very annoying. Right? This is what I use for my battery pack. So it's at 99% full. Now it's off. Now it's on. So this is what I use. So when I have to light up my my figures, right? I put the C-type USB in there, right? Either port, left or right, and then this is what I use to take my pictures. But again, you got to have a wire coming out of here, and it's just a nightmare. So that's my only complaint about the whole USB-C thing, but it's the best right now. Better than batteries all day long. But that magnetic stuff is the future. Hopefully, at least, because that is very, very convenient to just light up your figure like that. Interchangeable shoe details to showcase different forms during movement. So it looks like the spikes in the back, they fold down. As you can see, they're up here. Then they fold back. And then this piece here, oh, this sits. I see what they're doing. So this is the shin here. This is the ankle. This is the foot. So it lifts. Here is down. As you can see, this piece here is covering this. down here. So as soon as you walk, this lifts up and these pieces move back. So just fancier pieces to break. Because look how tall these hooks are. Look at this. Look at this. How massive are these things? How massive are these things in the back? Again, grasshopper looking stuff, but humongous. So interchangeable shoes, LED lighted helmet, and Henshin belt. Magnetic activated LED light up function. So there's your entire figure. Very basic. Look at the articulation again. See, this is what they should be showing you every picture like this. And as you can see, they're not doing a lot of that. Very, very basic knee bending. See, literally 2 pictures in some action poses because for whatever reason, I guess they're not meant to stay like that, which is very weird. And then last but not least, we got the Black Sun, Kamen Rider Black. Right. So my mistake. I've been calling this Black Sun. Black Sun is the one I have. This is just Kamen Rider Black. I keep saying Black Sun. So Shadow Moon in black, and then Black Sun is the other one. So again, we saw this already with the Shadow Moon. This is what the battle damage Black Sun came with, right? Obviously a little bit different, but this feature, right? The Fire Fist, also with the Fire Foot. Again, only the battle damage came with these features. Actually, let me show you guys real quickly. So for those who follow me on social media, you guys know that I always post the figure of the day. And this was my figure today because this is what was announced by Hot Toys. So this is the Black Sun battle damage. So like I said, I have 2 of these. As you can see, the reason why I got 2 is because one has the open mouth. And as you can see, it's all bloodied up. So he gets the foot, Fire Foot, and the Fire Fist. Just like I said, same thing that this one has on screen. So very, very nice. Again, I love this thing. I love this thing all day long. The articulation, like I said, is very decent for what it is. But they're very decent figures. And if you like collecting, why not? But this is not appealing, even a little bit. Rudy has slowly been retiring. If you guys haven't been paying attention, he went from, guys, I got my Maju space, to let me just disappear. So I don't know. I love the USB in my Hot Toys figure, but I noticed that time on switch makes light longer to light up. I love the USB in my Hot Toys figures, but I noticed that with time, the on-off switch makes the... Oh, I never noticed that. Maybe because I don't play with it. That's interesting, though. That's interesting. I never knew that. Fab. Is it go fancy? It'd be nice if they spent a quarter of the time from this RoboBug on Cal Kestis. I'm telling you, it is coming. I don't know, and you're not the only one that says this, Bob. Mike says this too also. You guys make it seem like when Hot Toys decides to make a project, like for example this, that they're for whatever reason taken away from any other project. Which, if Hot Toys is going to make something, they're going to make something. Right? So, for example, they're making this now. So does this mean they're not going to make Human Torch? Absolutely not. Does that mean that because they're doing this that they're not going to make let me see, Supergirl? Right? Obviously not now, but is this taken away from them doing that? Never. Because they're making this. Are they not gonna make the Fantastic Four figures? Remember, they're taking up people power for 2 figures. Black, this black thing, Kamen Rider Black and the Shadow Moon, right? So it's 2 figures. Fantastic Four, let's say the 4. So now are they taking away manpower to make these 2 so they don't focus? Never. Everything has a schedule. Everything has to be, done with a certain schedule by a certain time. So that's what I'm saying. So even when, again, it's not just you. Mike says it all the time. Oh, they should be focusing on something else. But just because they're doing this does not mean they're not going to be doing something else. So, and I tell Mike the same thing. I'm like, Mike, but that's, they could do whatever the hell they want. Doesn't mean that just because they're doing this, they're not going to do, what do you call it? Another Spider-Man ever again. You know what I mean? Like it's going to happen. I can see those antennas and feet nails breaking on. That's the scary thing. Absolutely. Those long talon things. Absolutely. That thing will end up on the floor. Goodbye. Right here. Look at this thing. It's like a whole talon and right here. Look at that. Absolutely. Wait, let me remove that. Look at that. That'll shatter. That'll shatter like your broken heart when you guys saw that Inart Superman garbage. Let me see. This guy. Kamen Rider has gone through a ton of iterations. Hope they eventually make one. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. So all the colors and all the different looks of it are the same thing, just different versions of them. Is that what it is? No Russian Hot Toys doing the Fantastic Four. Well, it's coming. I tell you this. It is coming very, very soon. The announcement of Joel Miller was the giveaway that's what's coming next. And that's most likely going to be the first figure announced from the Fantastic Four. So not that they're in a rush to make it, but the announcement's coming very, very soon. I would love for Hot Toys to do a Kamen Rider with gears or get with Geets or gaff. What is that? I don't know. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what you're saying, my friend. So again, very basic, very nice looking, very basic. Look at the undersuit. I don't even know if this is supposed to be skin, like raw skin, or an undersuit with detail and design on it. I have no idea, but that's more, that's cooler looking than just a plain black suit like the Shadow Moon was. But you notice how the Shadow Moon is more robotic than this. So it's a little bit cooler than the black one, but I like the black one, but I don't like the black one. I think it's the combination of it all. You know what I mean? I think they're just too, too grasshoppery for me. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you what I don't like, but there's just something about it. See, that's what I mean. Highly detailed texture pattern. That's what I'm saying. Is this part of what? Is that supposed to be his skin? Is that supposed to be what the suit looks like under? That looks really nice. That looks really nice. It looks like Freddy Krueger skin. Here it is again. Magnetic activated LED function. So same thing. We probably got a magnet to light this up. LED lighted helmet and henshin belts. So same exact thing as a Shadow Moon. Here are the 2 fire effects that we didn't get for any Shadow Moon, to be honest. And we didn't even get this for the Black Sun standard version either. We only got it with the battle damage, the one I just showed you guys. So as you can see, rider punch and kick effects, magnetic activation, how detailed texture pattern, LED lighted. So again, I would give the silver one an 8, and I would give this one a 7.5 because I like the metallic one a little bit better. Think of it like Power Rangers. Oh, gotcha. So all different actors, all different guys, all different names, all different. Gotcha. So that's why it makes sense that there's so many different colors. So Toys is making all these different colors and all these different looks of them, because I thought it was supposed to be just like the 2, Black Sun or Black or Kamen Rider Black and Shadow Moon. And I guess not. Oh, Fabs, I didn't know what you're saying. You must be on that bug spray. On that bug spray. Unbelievable. So, guys, We're not done yet. This is where it starts getting fun. So, like I said, we got some Jazz Inc. action, guys. Do not go too far. So it looks like they're showing you some paint jobs. It says, wow, I am so pleased. One of these is the master prototype painted by Viola with Raka. And the other is the factory sample. What do you think? Which is which? Okay. So I can tell you this. The master prototype is here, right? This is the one that's beat, that is worn out. The nose is chipped, right? So this is the prototype, the master prototype. And this that looks pretty perfect is the factory sample, right? The problem, guys, and be aware of what I'm about to say, is, as you can see, how beautiful this looks, how clean, how perfect, how sharp. This is not, okay?
Let me repeat for the fucking billionth time.
This will not look like this as the final product. Why? As you can see, it says the other is the factory sample. Somebody in the factory painted this piece to make sure that it was perfect to be able to show you this, because they're not going to show you what they're going to actually do when it's time to mass produce these things, if it's not happening already. Remember, they always got to give you a perfect prototype to make everything appealing. All of your prototype stuff is or at least should be perfect, or as close to perfect as possible. This here is perfect. For those who can see it properly, it is perfect. You will not get a perfect product from Jazz Inc. ever. So that's why this is kind of sad for you guys who are buying this. And apparently he's giving it for free too. So if somebody pre-orders, I forget which vehicle, maybe the Tumbler. I forget which Tumbler. He's giving away a free Batman figure or something like that. If you pre-order, again, I don't remember which figure it was. But he's giving one away. Again, who really needs this? I don't know. But again, remember this conversation, because you are not getting no perfect paint applications for anything regarding Jazz Inc. And you guys should already know this. And last but not least, guys, you guys know we always have to give a shout out to the Hot Toys Killer, right? We know that without the Hot Toys Killer, we wouldn't be collecting. We know that without the Hot Toys Killer, a lot of people wouldn't be collecting anymore, since they're making product left and right. They're giving us pre-order product every week. So with that said, right, we got some news from the Hot Toys Killer. So it says here, some updates on their future products thanks to their recent live streams on Chinese social media. Okay, 1/6 scale updates. DC. The new Superman's close-eye sculpt is designed to distinguish it from Henry Cavill's version to express a sense of divinity. Superman will be improved in the neck joint area, the emblem on the back of the cape, and the sleeves. But why? I thought everybody was on the same page regarding the Inart Superman being the best. Why are they changing the entire figure?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
the emblem on the back cape, and these sleeves. There are no plans for a Clark Kent casual outfit version. Other Superman 2025 characters will depend on a demand. Mr. Terrific is under consideration. Ben Affleck's Batman is planned for this year. A Nightmare version with trench coat is also planned. Anne Hathaway's Catwoman head sculpt has gone through about 30 revisions and needs more time. Who the hell is making your head sculpts that you need 30 plus revisions?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Hot Toys has never said that to us, even if that were the case. Okay? Now, this is why they're retarded for saying this. Number one, if you want to make it seem, because I can tell you this, the reason why they even bring up this number 30, it's to make you retards think, because remember, you guys, the retards are the ones buying this. Nobody smart buys this stuff. The reason why they're saying this, 30, and it's still not done, because think about it. If I own Inart, and I hire somebody to make me a head sculpt for a figure, and I got to revise that thing 30 plus times, we have a problem. Hey, Mr. Sculptor, what's going on? Why am I checking this 30 plus times? Are you okay? Are you used to this? Are you experienced? Like, what is happening here? So that's number one, right? They got a shitty ass sculptor, or, and any of these two scenarios is possible, or they're trying to make you feel that they're doing so much checking to make sure that the figure is perfect for the retards buying this garbage. So whichever situation it is, they're both retarded. Because if you're revising something 30 times, get rid of your sculptor because clearly he's garbage or she's garbage. And number two, if you wanted to make it seem like, hey, we're checking your shit 30 times. Why do you need to check my shit 30 times? But let me say that to make you guys feel like, hey, look, they're checking my shit 30 times because they really care. What do you mean 30 times? So that's what I'm saying. They didn't have to say 30. They could have said, we've been making sure, we've been checking every step along the way of the, of the making of the figure, of the sculpt, make it sound different than we are desperately making sure that your product is perfect. It's a lie because it's garbage already. I can tell you it's garbage already. All this is bullshit and it's going to be garbage. It's that simple. Again, you buy whatever you want. Buy whatever. It's your money. Love it all you want. This company is trash all day, every day. It says here, through third edition needs more time. It's planned for this year as well. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is scheduled for release this year. Uncertain whether a new version of the black suit Superman Henry Cavill will be released this year. Christopher Reeve's Superman still being optimized. Anime. The next figure for Chainsaw Man depends on which version gets approved by licensor. Makima is coming, or Makima. Negotiations ongoing for Chinese animation IPs, especially older domestic 3D animation. Discussions include King's Moon, The Legend of Qin. Video games. Erlang Shen from Black Myth Wukong is planned for this year. Unable to obtain licenses for Death Stranding or Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. Unable to obtain licenses for... Why are you looking to make stuff that Hot Toys is making? Your figure of that Daryl character is not going to be better than Hot Toys. So why are you looking to make product that Hot Toys is going to blow out of the water compared to yours? I don't understand it. I will never understand it. They know that they're not as good as Hot Toys. They know that they will never be as good as Hot Toys. So why are you still trying to like do stuff that Hot Toys is doing when you know they're going to beat you every time? Every time. Then we got other news. Not considering the boys or a record of mortals' journey to immortality. As other brands are already producing them, new IP acquired to reveal in the future. Inart Queen Studios will participate in this year's Wonder Festival and showcase many new products. No license is currently for The Matrix, John Wick, The Last of Us, Pirates of the Caribbean. So they don't have shit. Lord of the Rings. Ring Wraith is expected to ship Q3. The armor and all accessories are ready, currently being assembled. Gandalf the White is not coming this year. Thorin is based on his appearance in the first film, so the Arkenstone will not be included as he had not obtained it yet. Just to make sure that you don't complain about your bullshit accessory that they don't plan on giving you anyway. Unbelievable. The paint job for the Orcris sword will be improved. Gimli is planned. Other Aragorn versions are not planned for now. Sauron is too large to produce, will likely never be made. Harry Potter. This is for you, Rudy. Dumbledore's costume is quite complex. The final design will be similar to the already revealed prototype from 2023. Will still be based off the Richard Harris version. Dumbledore will likely be the next Harry Potter announcement. No plans for Sirius Black at the moment. A Game of Thrones. Daenerys is still planned, and the head sculpt has been revised many times. The Walking Dead figures are under license review, again, with the head sculpts undergoing further optimizations. So like I said, guys, garbage all day long, garbage forever and ever, garbage till the end of time. They will never come anywhere near Hot Toys. They will never be anywhere near as good as Hot Toys. Not even a little bit, not even like, oh, like it was close. Never, ever. And then last but not least, guys, I want to show you guys something real quickly. I thought I had it set up already, but I don't. Let me just make sure I has it. Because if I don't has it, we have a problem. Oh, I got it. So again, another example of Hot Toys and Inart. Inart being the company. Again, not that Hot Toys doesn't take shortcuts. I'm not saying that because I've said it plenty that they do. But this company, Inart, is even more garbage. If you guys think Hot Toys is garbage for cutting corners, you're going to find out who the real garbage is. Just give me 1 second. I got to set it up. I thought I had it set up. I don't know. Come on. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was set up. All right. So here it is, guys. What's happening here? Oh, come on. What happened here? There we go. All right. So, again, showing you how much garbage Inart is. Okay. So, as you can see, this is Inart. Okay, look at that funky ass hair, and this is Hot Toys. Okay, look at the difference. Look how much thinner, right? Look how much fuller. Look at this hair, how cheap it looks. Look at this Hot Toys hair, how long and luscious it looks. Now look at the size of the figures next to each other. Which one looks thicker to you? I say Hot Toys. Fuller up top. Look how thin these arms are. Look how thin this figure is overall. And you can sit there and say, well, that's what he looked like. He was thinner. Inart, it's more accurate. That's what you idiots say to justify the bullshit that they sell you. That's the problem. So Hot Toys will give you a bigger figure, a fatter suit, a fat suit, right? To give it, to fill it in, right? So they're putting more into the figure already, right? So what do you guys do? Well, in the movie, he was thinner, so Inart is more accurate because he's super thin. But what did Inart do? Inart gave you a generic thin body, smaller clothes, because they used a generic thin body. They had to make a smaller head sculpt. And you idiots say what? It's more accurate. It's perfect. It's more accurate. Meanwhile, they cut every single corner to save on every single figure. But to you idiots, this is the best. This is the greatest. While they're robbing you blind by not giving you the amount of things that Hot Toys gives you already at a cheaper price, you're boasting about getting ripped off by a company doing shitty work. That's why it's laughable, and that's why I make fun of it all the time. Because how dumb do you have to be to think that Inart could possibly be any better in any way? And I tell you guys example after example after example after example of why that will never happen. And you still got the retards going, oh, it's the best. So I love my Inart, guys. I love my Inart. All right, let me see what you guys were saying. And then we're out of here. Let's see. Fun fact, these are two of the 8th gen. Curious as to why they chose. Let me see. Says I know what you're saying. Was it? Oh, here I am. Okay. I think Batman's had way too much bug spray. This guy. Batman piece at the bottom looks like he would. Oh my god. You guys. Are they serious? I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys. Screw the closed eyes. Give the Heat versions go. Telling you, Inart is the worst. Inart on some BS poetry came out blog. They are garbage. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I will never sit here and debate an idiot that thinks Inart is any better in any way, shape, or form. Never. It'll never happen. It'll never be. It's ridiculous. And again, you're getting ripped off, which is even worse. You're paying for garbage and you're defending it. You're overpaying for garbage and you're defending it. Never. Never, never, never. He said it 30 times. Oh my god. I wouldn't mind if Inart snagged and made characters from Death Stranding, then Hot Toys isn't going. Yeah, that's fine. But they just told you they're not. They're not even getting into the license. Exactly. Don't get into things that people are going to compare you to Hot Toys with. Don't do that. You're going to lose every time. And then you got the delusionals talking about this is better. That's the problem. I know Inart is doing the boys line, but imagine they made Love Sauce's No, did he? Oh my god! I wish Hot Toys would do it, Chris. Correct. I think it's due. I think now with new bodies. You know, they would obviously have to make a new body for that figure. I think it would be epic. I think now the tailoring for these suits are, is even better than ever, right? We're at the best stage of collecting that we've ever been in, right? Regarding tailoring, regarding outfits, regarding materials, regarding all these things that years ago were very limited, right? That's why everything was pleather. Right now we're getting actual real leather more frequently than we ever have in the community, right? Remember, customizers have always used leather for forever, pretty much. That's why those pieces are $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, depending on what it is that you're buying. It's never been mainstream until recently, So those materials, and remember that his suit was the most basic, cloth everything. There was no hard plastic. There was no fancy suit. It was literally the cheapest stuff you could find. So absolutely, it is time for a 2.0 all day. I know, no, I read that already. Ash with the super chat. Fast, should I buy Inart figure to see if you... Let me tell you something, Ash. If you're going to do that, okay, if you're going to buy an Inart figure, number one, make sure that it's something worth it. Like, don't go buying a Superman. Why don't go buying a Superman? That figure is not going to do shit, okay? What is a Superman figure going to do? Articulation is already limited because of these suits. Right? So you're going to get a slight bend and a little. So don't even bother with that. If anything, get a Batman, right? Get something from the Lord of the Rings, something that is worth it, right? Something that has a nice outfit. Nothing basic. Don't get anything basic. And then you get to experience what their best bodies are, right? Because remember, they got 3 tiers. They got 3 different tiers of figures. So that's how you find out, all right, these bodies are great. These bodies are not good. The articulation is not great, blah, blah, blah. That's what I mean. And remember, like I said, there's 3 different lines, 3 different tiers of what they make. So you would have to get one of each to test out what even the difference is with those 3, which I can tell you is nothing. Barry in the house.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Barry says... Fab is always right. Not always, but 99.9%. Oh my God. 35 likes. Thank you guys for hitting that like button. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button. Thank you guys. And thank you, Ron, for that. I appreciate it. Let's see. Are we just throwing out 2.0s? We want 2.0 Terminator Techno or Battle Down. We're just throwing out 2.0s. Let's see. Faster by Deadpool got you. So by Deadpool got you. So wait, what? So by Deadpool got you. Thank you. I don't know what that means. I don't speak Australian. 36 likes. Thank you, guys. Look at that. So, guys, like I said, Inart. Please, again, do whatever you want. Doesn't affect me. I just tell you what it is. If you don't like it, cool. If you like it, cool. But Inart will never be better than Hot Toys. Inart can never be better than Hot Toys. The fact that they're checking one head sculpt 30 times plus tells you everything you need to know. Why are you checking anything 30 times? That's not a company that knows what they're doing. And remember, that was Catwoman. Pay attention to Catwoman when she comes out and she looks like crap, and then you wonder why. I don't want to hear anybody, oh, she looks perfect. Impossible. They're telling you they're already 30 times. They can't do it. So I am telling you, just by yes, I'm saying just by Deadpools. But again, if you want to try their company, that's what you would have to do. Buy one of each tier, see what the differences are to begin with, and then decide, is this any better than Hot Toys? Which, again, it will never be. It will never be. The bodies alone are made by Hot Toys. Anything from Inart is all generic. Everything. So don't tell me that somebody that makes everything in-house is more shit than somebody that outsources everything for generic third-party stuff. It is ridiculous. But it is difficult to get through to people who don't really know much, right? They don't really know hot toys. They don't really, they get into the collecting community, right? They see hot toys, they see Inart, and all of a sudden they know everything because that's why you can't, again, do what you want. I don't listen to anything. It doesn't even make sense. I will never get all stressed out and get upset trying to get through these idiots and these retards. Never. You think Inart is great? Cool. You thought the vaccine was going to save your life too. And here we are. So that's what I mean. And the worst part is that, the sheep mentality. You don't know anything, but you heard somebody that you like say something, and he said it, so I got to go with that because I like it. Crazy. What's today? Today is Tuesday, guys. I will most likely see you guys definitely before Saturday because we have Sideshow Con and we're going to have some announcements. We're going to see some stuff. So stay tuned. And as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.